Good morning, guys. My name is Crystal, and welcome to my YouTube channel. It is Alexa. What's the date today, please?
It's Wednesday, the 15th of November.
Yeah, we're halfway through the week already. It's Wednesday. King Charles III's birthday yesterday. Now it's Wednesday. Alexa, good morning.
Good morning, and happy birthday to Annie Fridlingstad, aka Frida, one quarter of pop titans ABBA and the original Dancing Queen.
Alexa, how old is Frida out of ABBA?
Annie Fridlingstad is 78 years old.
So we're all getting older. I grew up with ABBA. 78. Frida is 78. I've just made my cup of coffee and sit down. Alexa, what's the time, please?
The time is 8:50 a.m.
Alexa, what's the weather like?
Currently, in Rochester it's 8 degrees Celsius with clear skies and sun. Today, you can expect mostly sunny weather, with a high of 12 degrees and a low of 4 degrees.
Alexa, can you tell me a joke?
Why did the tomato blush? He saw the salad dressing.
Alexa, whose birthday is it today?
Today's famous birthdays include British actress Sophia Di Martino, American actor, gamer, writer, internet web host, and YouTuber Matthew Patrick, American rapper, singer, and record producer from Georgia B.O.B., American actress Shailene Woodley, and Swedish female singer Annie Fridlingstad.
Right, guys, I still haven't found my glasses. I'm making do with an old pair. They're obviously not as good, but I'm making do with those till I can get my eyes into. It's one of these things that happen. So there you go. I also believe things happen for a reason, so I'm not anxious about it. I just let things happen. I don't fight it anymore. It's not worth it. Hunted for them everywhere. Yesterday it was a bleak day. It was dark. And I couldn't see anything anyway. The sun's out this morning. It's shining on my balcony. It's lovely. And it's not so cold. So that's good, isn't it? So looks like it's going to be a lovely day today. Hopefully. So my kitten is going to knock something over. Come here. Play with it over here, darling. There you go. That's it. I left my Actimel on this where the television is. It's playing with the little bottle. I don't know why, but there you go. So we go back to yesterday. I came back home in the afternoon and I just sat down and I was playing games on my phone. And that occupies my mind. It keeps me off thinking about anything else. And just for curiosity's sake, I was just thinking maybe it was my phones that had been hacked into and something like that was causing these people to harass me online. So for curiosity's sake, I used my phone to join another site, this different phone, and the same thing. Phone kept going off. I'm so and so, I'm so and so, I'm so and so, this and that. Specifically sending me profiles that men I wouldn't be suited to. Like it's done on purpose, like old men, old there was an old Asian man with a bald head, and my mum's mental health nurse was a bald Asian man. So, and also one of my workers was called Yusuf. Yusuf. So they keep, it's somebody that's walked in the head that thinks I'm my mother, because they sent me a message from a really old man, about 75, 80, called Yusuf. And that was one of my mother's mental health workers. So they're confused as to who I am, I think. Or they're purposely mixing me up with my mother so I can't have a relationship with anybody. Now that's possible as well. One of them actually said to me, it's no good being in this dating site, it's better off to join a nunnery. A nunnery. Now again, I'm keeping all the messages and the voice notes and everything like that I'm being sent. And I'm also writing down in my diary what's going on with the neighbours. Right? As I did at the other place, there was a young chap at the other place where I used to live, my old flats that I moved from in Chatham. He was called Deacon, and he was a drug addict. He was addicted to drugs. The police would very often go round to my old flats and bang on Deacon's door, and on one occasion he was carrying a plastic bag full of ecstasy tablets, and he was caught. I used to be terrified in that block of flats because everybody would be out and Deacon would be in his flat and he would be losing his temper, because drug addicts, if they don't get their next fix, they get angry and they start losing their temper. And no word of a lie, I was in my flat and he was shaking the walls and banging the walls because he was a drug addict. Drug addicts, some of them lose their tempers because drugs can make you have heart palpitations. A lot of drug addicts are extremely thin. A lot of drug addicts have bad teeth. A lot of drug addicts are violent. It's a fact. And the police would be called out at 11, 12 o'clock at night. He'd have arguments with his family. He'd have arguments with his girlfriend. You'd often hear, "Marlene, Marlene, let me in, Marlene. I need my fags." So it was awful living at that place. And they moved out. I don't know whether they got evicted or they did a moonlight flip, but they moved out. Well, last night I was in this dating site, different phone, and this guy left me voice note messages. Now I've deleted them. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. And it sounded like Deacon from the old block of flats. And I'm just stating facts, and I'm just saying the truth. And also someone else overheard this guy say this outside the block of flats, so it's not in my head. I was lying down on my bed at the old block of flats, and it was about 12 o'clock midnight, because he was a young lad. And I had a visitor stay with me, and this Deacon woke us both up. Asian fucking prostitute. He was shouting it up the path underneath my window. Asian prostitute. Now, my visitor laughed. because I mean, it just sounded funny, didn't it? There were prostitutes operating at my old flats in and around the area. You'd often go outside the block of flats and there'd be a prostitute touting for business in the car park. She even asked my sons when they were younger, did they want any business? No one did anything about that. MHS homes weren't worried about it. When Lizzie came to the block of flats, she reported it to the Medway Council, and she said they don't care. They don't care. She said, I've got kids and there's prostitutes near those bins. They don't care. I had to put up with that for 10 years, on and off, being woken up by prostitutes and God knows what. I moved to this place thinking it would be a fresh start. So last night these voice messages sound like Deacon, and he's insulting me. It's about 9:30, 10 o'clock in the evening, and he insulted me by voicemail message because I said I don't drink. I said I don't drink. I don't want to go out with an alcoholic, and there's nothing wrong with saying that. I think you're a control freak. I think you're a control freak. And the noise next door was unbearable. I don't know what was going on next door. All I know is she's got a teenage lad and a young kid. And she's a woman that lives on her own, right? So it sounded like somebody was running around right up to 12 midnight, running up and down. One of the people I was talking to said, right, I'm going to get some kip now. I'm going to go off to get some kip. And there was a racket next door like you wouldn't believe. I didn't get cross, I didn't get angry, because remember they're sending me messages from Yusuf and guys that look like my mother, Jennifer's mental health nurse. They're trying to make me act in a way that's not me, and I'm not doing it. So I just remained calm and cool and collected, and I put Coronation Street on, 1978 episodes, and it helped me go to sleep. And I couldn't care less what they were doing. Someone was trying to wind me up. I was called a control freak. You control men. I haven't been with a man for 6 years. I haven't had a relationship with a man for 6 years. I'm a control freak. Who am I controlling? Excuse me, who am I controlling? Just because I happen to say I don't want to get with an alcoholic. You can't even speak. So I went out last night in the dark and it was busy. There was a couple walking 2 dogs, but they did get out of my way. They weren't rude. They didn't let the dogs jump all over me. There was a lot of people out last night, and I just walked back slowly around the block. I don't go on the field at night now. Not after what I'm getting on social media. I'm not going out on the field in the dark. I walked around the block, brought Max back in. A woman was walking with her fella, and then she went trying to provoke a reaction, and I just smiled to myself. I'm not Jennifer. I'm not Jenny. and they won't stop doing it. And for a fact, I've screenshotted the message. It's no good going on dating sites. You might as well join a nunnery. That's what I was told. So I've got a brand new phone, tried a brand new app, and the same thing. Same thing. Same thing. What can you do? I still haven't heard from Inspector Nicole Carter informing me of a group I can attend. The cyber group, the cyber online bullying group has closed my case. Closed it because that's what Ben used to say. My mother's mental health workers used to say to my mother, "We're closing your case, Jennifer." That's what they used to say to my mum. So the cyber group helpline has closed my case. And I'm here on my own with no help and support again. And at least you've got to say that in the past my mother had help and support from workers. She doesn't now, but she used to. I don't get any help and support from anyone at all, and I've tried numerous times to get help and support. Nobody will come actually out physically to help and support me. They want to do it over the phone when I tell them that the phone hurts my face and causes me extreme pain when I'm on it for long periods of time. They just offer phone support. In the meantime, I've got blokes wanting to use me for sex. They don't want to meet me and have a relationship. They want to use and abuse me. And because I keep saying no, I'm being treated like I'm a piece of dog shit. And I was shouted at and told to fuck off yesterday on the field by a foreign man. And what can you do? No help, no support. What is going on? Brand new phone. And a brand new phone number that I haven't given to anybody, and it's still going on. Same thing. Who's doing it? You may as well join a nunnery. Well, at least they're acknowledging the fact that I'm a woman. That's one thing, I suppose. Who's doing it? And why do they keep texting me? Why? Why do they keep talking to me? Honestly, you should have been here last night. I was trying to concentrate, and this guy sent me 3 voice note messages. Very distinctive voice. I didn't actually like it. It was horrible. It was sarcastic. It was gruff, and it was like nasty. I didn't like the voice at all. I certainly wouldn't want to go out with someone with a voice like that. It made my ears hurt. Just trying, I honestly said, I think you're trying to provoke a reaction. I think you're trying to wind me up. You've got the wrong end of the stick. That's not me at all. And I'm sorry, if you treat women like that, I don't want to speak to you. And that was that. They take the mickey. If you get something wrong, if you make a mistake, they talk to you like you're stupid, and everyone makes mistakes, and gets things wrong. I don't know about football, so if I don't answer a question about football, they get irate and angry and upset. And also, I don't know. They're just full of themselves. They're so egotistical, self-centered, and narcissistic that the whole world is that should know everything. They do. Absolutely ridiculous. Well, no wonder they're on a dating site on their own, right? Anyway, I'm going to get on with the rest of my day. See you later.